What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Strangers Minds. I'm Fernando, and today we're going to watch Sleep is Cancelled, aka Goose Pimples, 7 ghost videos so scary you'll ask Alexa for an exorcism. Oh man. Oh man. Not for nothing, man. But yeah, definitely. I'm a huge fan of Sleep is Cancelled, Goose Pimples. They're you know, when they create their content, they're just most of the time they're receiving videos, and even if they was to go out and get videos, they're going by the description. So a lot of their stuff is debunkable, but their commentary is epic. So, with that being said, let's get it.
Number 7. Closet Mayhem. This terrifying footage comes straight from a haunted house in Apodaca, Mexico. So crazy, it was even featured on Netflix's Haunted Latino America. The house's grim past: a soldier's daughter was tragically snatched, leading to a chain of events so dark it's hard to believe. After years away in the USA, the soldier returned home only to uncover his wife's betrayal. In a moment of rage, he ended her life and left her to rot in the closet. Fast forward to today. Paranormal investigator Ricky, urged on by his fans, decided to do a live stream exploration inside this creepy-ass property. But what he captured on camera was enough to make even skeptics think twice. Let's watch.
There was some vocal there. I'm not sure if you guys were able to hear it. I have very good hearing, and I say it time and time again on my channel. And for those that are new to this channel, I am a paranormal investigator reacting to paranormal caught on tape, reading from Reddit, paranormal stories, so on and so forth. I'm part of a podcast called The Shadow Files with my boys out there in Australia, Gary and Jeremy. Shout out. But I have very good hearing. Sometimes I even catch things that these content creator misses quite often, actually. And yeah, there was some vocal, like a not from the spirit box, but like a humming, kind of like a female humming, which probably why he heard it with his own ears and is investigating.
No mames, aquí se escucha algo, ¿eh? Si quieres que me vaya, haz algo, que yo me dé cuenta que estás conmigo. Significa que está cerca, ¿eh? Haz algo. ¿Quieres que me vaya? Haz algo. No mames, no me puedo ni mover. Abre la puerta si estás conmigo. Abre la puerta si estás aquí en este momento. No más, está más fuerte, más fuerte. Cada vez que esto suena, esto hace movimientos, no sé. Voy a tirar esto. Lo voy a tirar, ¿eh? Se está moviendo de su dimensión.
Come on, Ricky. Come on.
How freaky. Did you hear it? A disembodied female voice breaks through, whispering something out of a nightmare, considering the dark history of that place. Check the wardrobe. Of course, after hearing this, he jumps up like the bed's made of lava, while this thermal scanner starts flashing for fun. And just when you think it can't get any creepier, the wardrobe starts shaking faster than your mum's favorite toys. Naturally, the skeptics in this line
Nah. Nah. Oh, man. Oh, man. It starts shaking more than your mom's favorite toys. Dude, man. Yo, one and only Goose Pimples, Sleep is Canceled commentary. Oh, my God. Man, that kind of threw me off because I was thinking about, everything was going on. I've seen a couple of his videos. They're actually very good. I like them. And when I say I like a paranormal video, there is, for me, it's good credibility that it could be actual real paranormal tape footage. But sometimes there are things that happens that is a bit questionable, and if and he has a lot of, to my understanding, he's a vet already. Like, he's been doing paranormal investigation for many years. Come on, Ricky. I'm waiting for you to actually investigate, because asking questions and trying to get a response is all good. But man, like, you need to investigate the whole dresser, move it around. I mean, it looks like you could pick it up with one hand. It's just very swimsy. Move it around, check, find out what's going on. Because yeah, that's good stuff, but you have to investigate.
live stream came in hot. It's just you wobbling the camera, Ricky, they typed, probably from under their own blankets. But Ricky wasn't about to let them get the last word. Determined to prove he wasn't pulling a fast one, he moved closer to the wardrobe. And that's when things went from spooky to straight up chaotic.
¿Para dónde quieres que me vaya? Dicen que no es lo que se mueve, que es la cámara. Ok, vamos a hacer algo. Entonces, voy a poner la cámara justo aquí. Y ustedes, ya no estoy yo. Ok, no la estoy moviendo. ¿Quieres que me vaya de tu casa? Córreme de tu casa. Sácame de tu casa.
Yeah? Didn't think so. It's clearly the wardrobe shaking, not the camera. And if you thought there was someone behind the wardrobe moving it, check this out.
Yes, that's what I want to know.
No, está en la gorra. Vamos a darle el este. hago? A ver.
Just pull the whole thing forward, bro.
¿Cómo lo meto? ¿Así nomás o qué? ¿Así? ¿O cómo le hago?
No one to be seen, and absolutely no space for anyone to hide behind the wardrobe for that matter. We get a crystal clear view of the wall, the surrounding areas inside the wardrobe, and even behind it. Yet it moved all on its own. How? Was it a spirit from the house's tragic past, still restless after all these years, or is there something even darker lurking within those walls? One thing's for sure, Ricky's live stream didn't just entertain, it downright terrified his audience. What do you think caused this eerie spectacle? A clever hoax or actual proof of the paranormal? Let us know your thoughts.
All right, all right. He tried to debunk it the best way he could. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little experience that I had in. I'm just gonna say the name because shout out to them. They're a very amazing family, and they opened their house for anybody who wants to investigate it. It's the Infield House in Connecticut. So I was there with another paranormal investigator, Jacqueline Loren from Forsaken Soul Paranormal Researchers Group, now with Dark Echoes. Um, we were there. We were on the second floor and we were investigating. She was with me. It was just us two. Obviously, there were others downstairs in the house, but it was just us two on the second floor. We were in, I forgot the lady's name because they dubbed the room. I want to say Anna's Rosemary or a room like this. Like they named it like her room. So we were in there, we were talking. Then the closet, I sensed something that I just had an idea. I'm gonna knock on the closet door, and when I go, like that, almost that what's it called, the Marco Polo knock. It's like and wait for the right. You knock that little rhythm, and then you get the two knocks in the end to finish it. When I did that, it actually happened. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because I actually opened the closet and I was looking all around inside the closet, damn near taking like things, moving things just to make sure that that knock wasn't, something maybe I hit the closet a little too hard, something, whatever, something. This is what a paranormal should do. A PI, a paranormal investigator should do, investigate the source of a returning knock. So when I opened it, guess what I found? And I didn't even know it was in there. J. Um, there was an awesome. I do not condone it. I do not, I always, in all of my videos, especially now that I'm going to start dropping some Ouija board videos, I do not condone. It is very dangerous if you do not know how to properly use a Ouija board. And of course, it's a toy, it's a kid's game, but just be very careful on where you decide to use it and your intentions. Anyway, there was a Ouija board in there, but it was a one of those lunch tray Ouija boards. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I kind of wanted it to tell the truth, not to use it, but it was a pretty cool. It's like that lap for the bed kind of tray, but Ouija board. Um, and yeah, we had the knock. But the reason why I bring that up is because as a paranormal investigator, you want, and it seemed like he was live streaming, so people were shooting out ideas. Oh, you're shaking the camera, what's behind the door, all this and that, to prove the authenticity of the paranormal event. I would have pulled the whole freaking thing off the wall, put the camera so you could show me pulling it out, make sure that there's nothing on top. There's no space in the bottom, no space on top, because the only thing that we really saw, we didn't see the ceiling, we didn't see the floor, we didn't, we just saw like the space behind it, but it was a very narrow, possibly a foot of space. Anything else could be going on there. But that's just me. Let's continue.
Number 6. New Orleans Poltergeist. With its history rich in voodoo and vampires, New Orleans is in strong competition as the most haunted city in America. It's no secret that New Orleans has seen its fair share of witches, zombies, and Nick Cage. But poltergeists?
Dude. Let's see. So something's going on over here.
Nola T-Shirt of the Month Club in St. Anne Street, a popular clothing shop, shared this footage with WGNO, a local television station. The door opening by itself is followed by some kind of orb or manifestation on the lower left corner of the image. Look again. There's one thing you might have missed though. When we speed up the footage real fast, you can see something happening to the other doors, as if there's someone or something trying to open them all. Are we watching a late-night shopper come to visit, although he's already dead? It is evident that before the age of spy cameras, ghosts might have had a lot easier time shopping at night for their favorite brands. Or do you think this late-night visitor had something else in mind for breaking and entering into a store? You decide.
All right. So I actually liked the footage, you guys. It was very subtle, which is what paranormal activity usually is. It is rare, you guys. It is really rare to come across extreme paranormal activity. Like, you know, let's just, screw all of that paranormal stuff that you see on television. And yes, I'm going to say even the Conjuring movies. The reason why I point out the Conjuring movies, it is because it is based off the life cases of Ed and Lorraine Warren, who are the basically the they are like Jesus Christ. Like even thinking about them just gives me the goosebumps because they're the reason why paranormal investigators exists today. They are the reasons. I dare anybody to debate me on this. Debate me on this. They are the reason why paranormal investigators exist. But even their movies, Hollywood tends to over dramatize them to make a buck. But usually, paranormal activity is subtle, just like this. Now, I'm not going to say this is paranormal activity, but this is what it usually is. The reason why I say I don't, I'm not going to say it's paranormal, it is because we saw a door open. I want to know more or less, and obviously we'll probably never know, but was there bad weather? Was that door actually locked properly? Because just let's think about it like this. Even with the orbs flying around, if a door opens, it's going to create, depending on the weather, if the door opens, it's going to create like a gust throughout the space, which would move those the other doors, and which would make dust pop up. And we all know that through infrared, dust, bugs, and all of this stuff is going to look like an orb. So this is why orbs, they're very questionable, and even Ghost Hunter says they don't like capturing orbs and stuff unless if it's like boom in your face, like a real good orb video. But it's always mistaken by dust or insects. But regardless of what, I didn't hear any commentary about the movement on this, on the other, on the door over here. There was something moving around. So, one of two things for me: either that's already debunked because behind these doors is actually outside, and that movement, what we were seeing, it was bad weather. It was moving stuff, so nobody did even bother, even whatever. But if the weather is moving this and they're not even bothering with it, then that explains the door opening, which created a gust. Even though I'm gonna say this, I didn't see the clothing moving, or anything moving at all. But there was something, not just the door. There was something moving over here. Let's see it one more time. I'm gonna press play. Just keep an eye in this area. There it is. And then it left. Then it comes back. Then it leaves. On the top window over here, right up here, it's something is moving. But anyway, I see everything. They didn't mention it, and I said what I said earlier. Sometimes I catch things that the content creator doesn't, and possibly I catch and hear things that the person actually sending in the footage or posting it on social media, they don't even see it. So yeah, let's continue.
Spirits. Every Christmas season, this group of friends has a little tradition. Good food, great chats, and a camera rolling to capture the vibes for when they're old and grey. It's not Christmas night, but the festive spirit is alive and well as they gather around the table laughing, eating, and sharing stories. But this year, something pretty weird happened. What starts as a wholesome night of holiday cheer soon takes a turn for the downright unexplainable.
I'm sorry, I just gotta throw this out there, but this is beautiful. This right here is beautiful. Obviously, they're all actors, but there's something with seeing just a bunch of different background group of people coming together. You know, when I first started Strangers Minds, it I wasn't even thinking about the paranormal at the time. Strangers Minds was created because I wanted to fight, push back all the hate that started coming out after COVID. Everybody was on social media hating on each other, and there's racism and all this is BS. BS. This is beautiful to me. You have Asian people, black people, white people. This little girl over here looks Latina, but regardless, even if she isn't, but my group of friends is like this also. I I got white boys. I got my boy Mr. Lou. If you guys catch Paranormal Explorers or Stranger's Journey within the walls of an insane asylum, I'm pretty sure there is still some videos there. I'm still trying to revamp them, trying to make them a little better. But Mr. Lou, I'm Dominican, I'm Latino. My best friends, Mr. Lou, he's black. Dustin, he's white. Fuma, he is Puerto Rican. So this is beautiful. And then when we have dinner, family dinner, we just have so much. It's just beautiful. This is beautiful to me. But that's the reason. This right here is the reason why I created Strangers Minds, is for the positivity within humans.
Watch as the camera, meant to capture sweet memories, ends up recording something they'll never forget.
In America, there's a constitution, and DUI checkpoints are unconstitutional because they're pulling you over
without a reason.
Without reasonable cause.
Which is called illegal search and seizure. So they're supposed to have a reason to pull you over and check, but they still do them. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of going against our own laws that they check them. But generally, if you're driving, you're not going to get pulled over unless you're swerving or doing something
Or
suspicious.
you look suspicious.
So they're not legally, they're not allowed to just pull you over and check just because you're driving late or whatever. It should be because you swerved or you're driving too slow or too fast. You know?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. That just snapped right now.
Oh wow.
I heard that.
When?
No one was even touching that. I heard a.
How long
she
ago?
goes,
You must have set it down really hard.
no, I did not. I was very gentle with that.
Did you see that? Out of nowhere, the wine glass snaps while it's empty. We've seen many of these videos where a glass full of cold beer breaks out of nowhere due to temperature fluctuations. But this one is empty. Plus, it was actually just the base that snapped without anyone touching it. Strange, right? But let's just say the most interesting part of this whole thing is that although a very mysterious event occurs in the middle of a normal dinner, the people involved are not at all bothered by it. Wonder why? Yeah, we did too. And that's when we found out that such strange events happen all the time in their house. Not just glasses, but different random objects made out of wood, metal or rubber appear to creak, snap, and stretch out of nowhere. But why doesn't anyone question what is really going on here tonight? Well, maybe the chicken and rice they ate are too good to worry about ghosts. No.
All right. I mean, what I would like to know is that is this a regular occurrence? You know, do they experience paranormal activity? Because yeah, it is weird. The base of a wine cup snaps, but we all know how sensitive and how fragile a wine cup actually is. But it's still weird for it to be just standing there, you know, just doing its cup thing, waiting to be drank out of, and it just breaks. You know, it is kind of weird, I gotta say. But is it paranormal? I wouldn't conclude it as paranormal. I would like to know more before I could conclude that as a paranormal event.
4. Norwegian Ouija. What is it about Scandinavian girls getting into trouble by using strange rituals? Ever since that movie Midsummer came out, there is nothing scarier than some blonde girl with a Ouija board. But these three? They take it to a whole other level. Just watch.
Stav, hei.
Ja. Hei. Det går ikke, da. Det var det mye.
Fy faen, ass.
Du sa jo at det skulle være tull.
Ta ned på god dagen. Det er det.
Det går ikke. Kødder du nå?
Ok, vet du hva? Nå kan jeg få gå hjem, eller?
Du kan ikke gå hjem.
Nei, jeg tør ikke å gå hjem. Jeg tør ikke å gå hjem.
Eller det fetsa seg.
Ta det bort, da.
Ta det bort, sånn selv. Jeg tør ikke å ha det her nå. Kom igjen, da. Hallo, vi må fortsette. Ok. Vi tørger oss et her, da. Skal vi si det sammen? Ok. 1, 2, 3. Gi oss et tegn.
Se det. Det dingler.
Fy faen.
Helvete, hele den driten dingler jo.
Vi tar et til, da.
Sjekka.
Gi oss et tegn.
Okay, so a lot of folks watching this video said, fake. There is a wire under her arms, blah blah blah. Frankly, we can't see any wires or signs of fakery, even their reactions seem genuine. And we're not alone. Many other commenters see this video as some very spooky, all too real evidence of why it's a really bad idea to have young girls play Ouija at stupid o'clock. When something starts to move by itself when you're having your questions answered, you have to ask yourself if perhaps you should not dedicate yourself to a safer hobby, like maybe botany or learning how to bake pies instead of messing around with a planchette, right?
All right, now here's the thing. That could have been orchestrated. Yes, it could have been orchestrated, you guys. Everybody, once we saw the cup move, everybody focused on the cup. But if there was some string foolery going on, it wasn't with the blonde girl. It could have been with the brunette sitting right next to her. And that's, just throwing that out there. Can it be done? Yes. But also, we were having a conversation, Gary and myself, and because he has his own Paracast going on and is doing very well, may I add. Static Echoes. Shout out to Static Echoes. Um, we were having a conversation on how he went out with his coworkers and it was hot. They ended up buying a cool drink. It looked like they were drinking something out of a soda bottle, so it could have been cold. But as soon as they placed the cup on the table, due to the condensation, the cup started moving and it moved across the table. Now, if this is real, that was not due to condensation. Well, obviously, I just said if this is real. I mean, aside from paranormal, if that cup would have slid due to condensation, it would not have been so aggressively across the table. So, could it be pulled with a string? Yes. Was it condensation? That no. The whole thing with the chandelier also could it be done with string? Yes. So it all depends on what you guys think. And this is actually a good question for my viewers. Do you think this is real paranormal activity? Because honestly, what I liked about the video is actually their reaction. Their reaction for me was authentic. A bunch of girls, there were probably, there was probably a little bit something a little stronger on with their Diet Coke. But girls hanging out, girls' night, chilling, trying to scare each other. And they ended up wanting to do a makeshift Ouija board, trying to, I didn't really see any, they were like, if they were, I wonder how far into the video did we just start watching? But did they ask any questions? Like, who are they trying to contact? Why are they using a Ouija board? But regardless, let's move on. This was we just need some more information to determine whether or not I like this video.
Number 3. The Russian Witch. Dmitry is a Russian paranormal investigator who left the business for a while for unknown reasons. Now, his triumphant return has him investigating an abandoned building rumored to have housed a Russian witch, where now all manner of strange goings-on happen right before our eyes. Watch.
I think I saw this.
Вы можете дать какой-то знак.
We got another closet, you guys. Investigating the whole closet, the floor. That's what I'm talking about. He's going in. It's almost like I'm seeing some sort of movement on the upper left hand corner. Left hand corner. It almost looked like a shadow was in and out. The door moving is not that impressive just because there are open windows.
Кто это?
God damn. You gonna go in there, my guy?
In his efforts to discover the witch's secrets, Dmitri has set up some static cameras. And that's when he realized he was never alone. Things started moving by themselves. Did you see that? A door that opens and closes by itself. And what's the deal with a wardrobe? What is going on here? Please tell me that's not some kind of secret underground portal to hell. Come on, Dmitri. What are you doing? You're not going to go in there, are you? Nope, he didn't. But this is what's so annoying. There was something clearly making that underground door shake, yet he didn't go and move it to see what was there. Was it an animal or something like that? Nothing like staying at home to complain about what the paranormal investigators should have done, but didn't, right? If only Ben was there, I'm pretty sure he'd Rambo it.
What?
Ah, that's a low blow. Anyway, yeah, it would have been nice, but we don't want to put anybody in danger. Did you see the spider? So, but yeah, um, there were movements. Now, that door moving in that well, yeah, that was no gust of wind for sure. So something did move that door that's in the well. Unfortunately, we'll never find out because he didn't go in to like move the door, unless there was a slight earthquake coincidentally and it just moved the door. But yeah, I actually like seeing paranormal investigators uh footage because it's very educational for me. I always say that, I learned when I see, paranormal call on tape done by paranormal investigators. It's educational and it's very entertaining because depending on who you see as a paranormal investigator, you know, anybody that has a television show right now, yeah, I could choose probably like three good groups out there, and Dark Echoes is one of them. The rest that is so famous, uh, it's don't know.
Number 2. The Messy Ghost. It's hard enough to keep your house clean, but when you have a messy spirit staying with you, it's almost impossible. You can tell right away that this TikToker's friend is very fussy about his living space and likes to keep order in the house, especially when he has friends around like tonight. But the ghost who shares the apartment with them isn't keen on guests. You see, it's not the first time strange things have happened in this house, and as much as they like to keep it tidy, the ghost has other ideas.
It sounds like something is in slow motion.
Ah, if only we had a static camera lying around. Oh wait, we do? Of course we do. We always do. Let's see what caused the chaos then. Surely the ghost is not to blame, right? Caught in the act. But this ghost has a criminal record. Check out what was caught a few weeks earlier.
This camera is playing tricks with my eyes right now. I'm seeing certain things move aside from the plate.
Wow. Okay, now things are getting weird. How the hell do you fake that? It's not like you can perforate a porcelain plate without smashing it to bits, right? If this was done by string, there's none to be seen. So what is going on here? Maybe this TikToker should hire a ghost behavioral therapist to explain why so much aggression is not good for his spirit. Did you see what I did there?
Oh man.
Number 1.
But yeah, you know, I see this a lot, especially with Sleep is Canceled, that, oh, how could this happen if you don't see a string? Yeah, you're not going to see it. They call it invisible string for a reason. It's like a nylon, you know, pretty dense kind of string. Now, not that's enough that's going to, like, you know, go against physics, but it could do certain movements. So yeah. Am I saying this is that? No, I'm not saying this is done with strings. It was actually subtle. I just didn't like the audio in the beginning. It just seemed like the movement was regular, but when it came to the audio, it sounded like slow mo. So that was a red flag. And for me, as soon as I get a red flag, everything else is pretty much scrapped.
Aston Hall. Aston Hall, a stunning Jacobean mansion in Birmingham, England, might look like something straight out of a history book, but don't let its beauty fool you. Built between 1618 and 1635, this Grade 1 listed building is dripping with elegance and a whole lot of ghostly baggage too. It is said to be one of the most haunted places in the UK, and the eerie events captured here might just explain why. Watch closely, because this footage is chilling in more ways than one.
Was it Mary? Mary? You mean you no harm? We know you're in there. We've seen you. Where are you, Mary?
Oh God.
Mary?
Did you see it?
Mary? Mary. Are you still in there, Mary? You can come out now. My name's Thomas. Hello.
Mary is a well-known ghost here, and our brave explorer is calling out to her to manifest. How good of an idea it is calling ghosts in a haunted house from the 15th century to manifest is debatable, but let's give our curious friend some credit for their bravery. There. Did you see someone running past? Perhaps a female in a dark tunic? I think Thomas might want to think twice before he asks her to come out again. These TikTokers are a couple on vacation, and it's pretty clear that the wife is definitely not interested in running into ghosts, but the husband thought it would be funny, knowing the history of the hall, to call upon its ghostly resident. And funny it was, until Mary decided to RSVP in person. Now call me old-fashioned, but if a 15th century ghost in a tunic is speed-walking past me, I'm not sticking around to ask her where she's headed. As for Thomas,
That's why you should stick to content creating, my guy.
well, maybe next time he'll keep his ghost invitations to himself, unless he's planning to book a one-way ticket to Paranormal Palooza. What do you think? Did Mary make an appearance, or was it just a trick of the light? Let us know before Thomas's wife files for divorce over his ghost hunting antics.
All right, you guys. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna give credit to the wife if that's how it actually happens, because you know, I've come across a paranormal couple duo. So, she could be into the paranormal. Um, my girlfriend, we went to Savannah, Georgia, and which was something I was actually going to bring up when they were talking about New Orleans as being one of the most haunted cities within the United States. And yeah, it does have a lot of dark history, but is it the most haunted city? Now we're talking about a city, a plethora of ground, a city, not just a backyard, not just a house, not just a block. No, a city. We're talking about a city. I say Savannah, Georgia could pretty much be up there. Savannah, Georgia. Come on. We're talking if you guys want to know about Savannah, Georgia, I actually went out there and I am planning to write an article very soon for our paranormal world. Sorry guys, I've just been so busy life. But I am going to write that article. I'm going to send in some pictures. Our paranormal world, Facebook, you guys. But yeah, I give much credit to the wife going with the husband, because if that is his hobby and she is supporting it, cool. Now, I actually like the video because it was subtle. The black shadowy figure was just that, a shadowy figure. It was actually transparent when it passed by. And dare I say that it looked like there was almost like a face, but that could have been due to matrixing. So we're going to squash that. But when he was trying to focus in through the crack, there was almost like a black board, could have possibly been like a wind like a cover, like a window cover or something. And it seemed like there was like a face on there. It didn't really move, which is why I'm going to throw it out there as far as that is matrixing. But the black figure was actually crossing back and forth, and it was transparent. It was amazing. It reminds me when I went to Savannah, Georgia, and we went to the Andrew Lowe's house. It was pretty much an antique, one of those old structural beautiful buildings, and there was just some things that didn't feel right. But anyway, you guys, that's going to be for another time because we just ran out of time. If you are enjoying this kind of content, please do what you do when you like a video. Hit that like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.